So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, this is Ho Ho Hong Kong with me, your host Vivek Mahbubani, and that other thing that happens on the show.
The other thing. I'm the other thing. The other Muhammad on Instagram. My name is Muhammad Magdi. I'm your other host.
Yeah, we made it. We're over
to
here, episode 101.
101, baby.
Yeah,
so
didn't
it's
get
basically
banned.
back to start.
Yeah, now it's only 3 digits. We were like, oh, look at us. We're going from 2 digits to 3. Now it's
I
like,
know,
just-
101. That's so weird.
we got to go like another 999 episodes to hit 4 digits.
Before we actually have, okay, we did what metal is it? Right? Was it cotton anniversary or something?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
It's one of those. I'm going to go with paper anniversary.
Paper
Yeah, it's one of
anniversary.
those I remember. Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
it's not even anniversary means once a year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This is happening once a week.
Yeah.
This is too much. This is, you know what the anniversary, this is unnecessary anniversary. This is what it is.
All right. Let's get into it because some people are like, what the fuck are these guys on
Yeah,
about?
why again? Like, I gave you 100 episodes. Give me something good after 100 of those.
Okay, something good. Here's something good. Hong Kong is opening up again for like the 15th time in the last 2 years.
With a twist.
You know what? I was uploading all the episodes on YouTube. I'll get onto YouTube later a bit, but I was going through the old episodes, and there is 2 episodes before that says Hong Kong is reopening. It's so sad. We've only this podcast for like 2 years, and
Yeah.
we had 2 reopening episodes.
Did you update it like going reopening?
Yeah, exactly.
Reopening asterisk maybe.
Yeah. So
You have that.
Yeah, we're reopening now as we're recording. It's Saturday the 16th, and we're waiting for the 21st. That's
Yeah.
a big day for a lot of people.
Cat gave us a big twist. Old Cat over there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You're saying there's something on the news.
Yeah, so-
I actually didn't hear it.
No. So basically, the big twist is that the phase 1 wasn't supposed to include performance venues.
Right.
Now all of a sudden she's like, you know what? I've been doing a show every morning at my press conferences. It's about time you
and
guys.
no one has been. Actually, people have been laughing. So
Yeah.
she's like, let's see how you comedians
Exactly.
do.
Yeah. She's like, that's your heckling, right? You got that. So yeah, a live show is going to be happening soon, and we're allowed to not have masks on. I checked it out. So basically, it's the usual stuff where we have to do the test, the rat test before we get on stage.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So do you just have it and like you have it in your pocket, like in case there is inspection?
At this point in
How do-
life,
do
you
they-
might as well have that in your pocket. Just don't put it in your wallet. That's what they say.
Okay, but just like anything, they announce something and there's no actual there's no practical way to do
So
it.
the thing is that sometimes the venues will ask you to show a picture of the rat test.
Right,
that
but you can
did
have an
that
old
mo-
picture.
Hey, you know what? That's so much you can do.
Right.
Yeah, even hospitals now, they're like, oh, just show us a photo. I'm like, you don't want the real thing? They're like, no, don't even bring it close to us.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so
you can
there
have
you
it
go.
in a little bag, like a specimen
No,
bag.
because after 20 minutes, the test apparently is not valid anymore.
Right.
It's really weird.
But the
like-
picture is valid. That
yeah,
makes sense.
That's when a picture tells 1,000 words. I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
The only thing that
Hey,
England
that-
is
Okay, yeah,
There we go.
We
She's
have a
waiting.
heckler.
Yeah, exactly. Heckler straight up. So everybody, as we talked about in the previous episode, my sister has had this big long journey to arrive in Hong Kong, and many listeners might be like, I think he's lying.
Yeah.
I think he's the only
She is
son.
real. I actually thought she's not real. To be
Yeah,
honest with
you were like, this story is a bit too fake.
No,
man. There's
it's
no
like,
way they're doing that.
You know, as comedians, we're used to like people like telling bullshit
Oh, yeah,
stories
yeah,
on
yeah.
stage or like exaggerating
Yeah,
stuff.
no,
Yeah.
you literally couldn't write this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
try,
This-
but you can't write this shit.
Exactly.
honestly.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. First of all, I'm excited for this one because it's fun to just sit through. We're in your house. The
Yes.
audience know that.
Yeah.
And now I'm just sitting through like a family
Yeah,
weird
right. You just
chat.
like, yeah, exactly. And the funny thing, anyone peeking in through the window like looks like they're all family.
Exactly.
Yeah, they would know the difference.
Why are they talking in microphones?
Exactly.
You know, you can just talk
This
to
is
each other.
weird. I think recording every conversation is like, she said this, you're gonna have my toy. At least
Clearly,
her.
there is no
It's like
trust
the
in this
legal
family.
drama that goes wrong.
Exactly, yeah, there is no trust in this family
There's no
at
trust
all.
at all. Yeah, even the mom's already left. She's like, I don't want to be with you guys. You're
I did
terrible.
try to get her involved and she politely declined.
Yeah.
But politely she said absolutely not.
She was like, I will remain silent. Anything I use can be held against me. Anyway, so on the
Krishnaa
podcast
made
today,
it to Hong Kong.
I did.
yeah,
I
it
made
is
it.
my
I made
sister
it.
over here, Krishnaa Mahbubani, the full name, all that version.
Wait,
You wanna-
is it with a K or T?
There's
Start
double.
with a K and then I have a T.
Yeah,
Where-
There's
where
two
is-
versions.
I'm Krishna and Trishna.
Yeah, yeah.
So Tristan is your middle name or?
It's one of my middle names.
Yes. So this
Oh,
is the deal, right?
all
So
right,
when
yeah,
we
yeah.
were young, she was actually named Trishna.
So
Right.
With
on
the
my
T.
birth certificate, I am Trishna.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what happened was that she was like, nah.
Nah.
No,
wasn't
like
me. It wasn't me.
No, people around it was like, nah.
This is exactly what I want. It's like he would say something and you're like, nope,
Yeah.
that's not what happened.
That's not true.
So I will tell you the entertaining version.
Right.
She will tell you the version that actually happened. Right.
Okay, I'm interested in the entertaining version first.
Yeah, so basically the name was Krishnaa. She was like, "No, I'm not getting any luck with this, and my teachers are not liking this. They can't say it correctly. Let's change that stuff up." Then she realized her friends are not going to make a new effort to think of a new name. They're
Right.
like, "You know what? Change one letter."
Right.
You see the T has two
Actually,
strokes.
it's 2.
I'm gonna go with a letter with 3 strokes. K. Just take the same
I'm gonna
line,
add
You would
bend it
think
in
like
half.
Trishna would be like Trisha or something, like just
Yeah.
like a white girl name.
Yeah.
But she just kept the name and changed
Yeah.
one letter. 2. What is the other
I've got
letter?
an A at the end.
Yeah, double A. So
Double
it's
A.
like Trishna with single A, but Krishna with
Oh,
double
yeah,
A.
that makes a
Yeah.
big difference,
Oh,
right?
No, it actually does.
Does it?
It does.
Yeah.
Does it though?
absolutely. In Sanskrit, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is the deal, right? So the single A, Krishna single A is a boy's name. Double
It's not,
A
it
is
can be a girl's name too, but it's Lord Krishna,
yeah.
and it means the dark-skinned one.
You see?
I'm
This is why she doesn't visit much.
Exactly. I'm gonna write down how many times she corrects you. It's
That's
gonna
why
be
he
so-
doesn't let me visit. Let's be honest about it.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, the only
Try
reason she
again.
can get in because like my door lock
Yeah.
uses a fingerprint, and I
Right.
don't know how to delete it. I'm just like, why did she?
Damn it.
God! Somebody
know.
burned those toes, you know, like
Yeah.
all that stuff. So yeah, so basically that's Krishna.
So wait, what is the real name?
So I'm Krishna.
Oh, sorry, what's the real story
Well,
of the changing
okay,
the name?
let's start with Krishna,
Yes.
dark-skinned one, Lord
Yes.
Krishna, often where it's referred to Krishnaa, which is what I'm actually named.
Yeah.
Is the name that Lord Krishna gave to his sister Draupadi, and it means the giver of joy.
All right,
So,
Krishna, I'm
distinctly
going to stop
different
you
with
here
an A.
and tell you that this podcast is not about anything factual.
I know.
And what you're
We
saying
know.
is like
It's completely actually
well above my
informative.
pay grade. I'm like, are you giving me a history lesson?
I would like-
we tell dick jokes most of
Yeah.
the time here. I don't know.
Yes, fair. Like this is the rapport me and my brother have. It's just kind of
No,
like
I would like to let the audience realize a few things. Now, my sister is older than me,
Right.
And you notice how her responses are factual,
Yeah, I know.
intellectual, and has some basis.
We're
behind
losing
it.
audience.
Yeah.
As you're-
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Yeah, whereas my stuff is like Krishna, actually, she likes the letter A. I want 2 letters, right?
I just like actually in 1978.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So who? Now I have to ask who's the guy who named the person after the thing?
The what now?
You said someone named someone after
So Lord
someone.
Krishna.
You said 3 names that I have no idea about.
Lord Krishna.
Who is Lord Krishna?
Hindu, yeah, the
Hindu
Hinduism,
god,
yeah.
the Hindu god, Lord Krishna.
One of the Hindu gods.
One
There's
of the many
right?
Hindu deities. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the many Hindu deities.
Yes.
Is Krishna.
Right.
He is a dark-skinned person.
Okay.
often
Unnecessary
depicted as
information, but okay.
Completely useless information.
Right.
Brown-faced god.
Often blue.
Blue-faced god, you know.
Okay, was that not racist? Was cancel culture not a thing at the time? You
Not
couldn't
yet.
cancel him
Not at the
for
time.
appropriating,
No.
I don't know, aliens?
No,
No,
he
they
was
probably-
blue. In all of the books, in all the pictures, he's always blue.
I
And
guess
he
it's
plays
a bad joke.
flute.
No, so like they probably wanted to cancel it, but then the Indian guy was bobbling his head. They're like, "Do
Yeah.
we cancel it? Do we not? I don't know what to do."
That's terrible. We should get you back on stage.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Carrie Lamb.
One more week, Kat.
One more week about,
Right.
yeah,
Go on, go
bobblehead
on.
man.
Yeah,
No, so he basically named his sister, he used to refer to his sister as Krishna.
right,
And that's basically who I'm named after.
right, okay,
And it just means different things, which
Yeah.
is why that extra A at the end matters.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So why did you have issues with your name originally?
I never had issues with my name,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Other people had issues with my
Yeah,
name.
they were all like, "Oh, it's bad feng shui," stuff like that.
It
you
had
know?
it's a different kind of meaning. So originally Trishna means desire, but
Okay.
in Sanskrit it's like very specific.
Okay.
It's an unfulfilled desire.
Huh,
Which
like
is-
blue balls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
something
okay,
like that.
yeah.
Hence the blue face.
Yeah,
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
They're like, "We had to keep part of this." You know, yeah.
And so I think like our grandfather,
Yeah.
essentially, he believed that we lived up to the meaning
I'd
of
like
our
to take
names.
a moment and pause right here.
Yeah.
She corrected herself. She was
Yeah.
getting my grandfather. She's
Yeah.
like, "No, wait,
Well,
hold on."
well,
No,
He's
I
in-
have-
He's
Yeah.
included as well.
He's
Right.
there
Yeah.
too.
To be fair to her, you haven't been around family for like 3 years,
3 years.
right?
Yeah.
So,
Precisely 3 years.
so when you go talk about your family, you go my family,
Yeah,
not
This
I'm
is,
our
not-
family.
this is
I'm
still
not
culture
used to-
shock for her.
I'm like, there's another human that knows who I am. What is
Yeah.
this?
You share my surname. How dare you?
I mean,
Yeah.
you can say my surname.
I can
let
say-
alone
yeah.
share it. Like,
Exactly,
you can
yeah.
say it.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So grandfather said, the name no
Yeah,
good.
he believed we live up to the meaning of our names.
Do
even
you
if-
believe you lived up to the meaning of the name?
I have no idea. I don't know. I haven't lived up to anything. I'm still waiting to hit 5 foot.
Right.
So, up is not a thing I do.
So if anybody doesn't know, my sister is way short, like way short.
Right.
Like
I'm tiny.
Yeah, as in like you have to
Actually, you have been sitting down since I came in here.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen.
I don't know if it's
dude.
on purpose or not.
Alright,
I
stand
feel
up,
like.
just-
Oh, maybe this is you standing up.
This is me
actually.
standing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Like, we had to sit down to get her to level. You know when they say like parents to kneel down to talk to their kids?
Right.
They tell me kneel down to talk to your sibling.
All right, we're gonna have a picture together so the
Yeah.
audience also can
So you
see.
can get a real feel for
My camera's not wide enough to get all of us in the shot.
Brutal.
Yeah. Oh, let's go. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, exactly. All right, family
Round
roast. We might
one.
save that for the Patreon.
Yeah, let's
The
do that.
family-
Okay, so
family
the
roast
name.
dinner.
So we've confirmed that is in fact your name.
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of people are always interested when they interview me as well. They're like, "Oh, so you have an older sister? That's great.
Yeah.
What does she do?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to wait
Stuff.
3 years for that."
So I remember asking you a couple of times when you first brought her up, and I go, "What does she do?" You go like, "Yeah, she does like I think she's some sort of a scientist or a doctor
Yeah.
of
So-
intestines and stuff." This
Yeah.
is I quote. This was your actual answer.
So one of my first jokes when I started doing comedy was my sister, she like works in a lab and stuff,
Yeah.
and she's like, pouring, mixing, measuring stuff like
Right.
that. I'm like, that's not a lab. You work at a kitchen. You're just a cook, okay?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
don't be all that. Your little lab table is actually a stove.
it might be one of those like pretentious restaurants when they call the cook like the
Yeah,
scientist.
Yeah.
gastro food or whatever.
Or like mixologist, like you go
Yeah.
to a bar mixologist, like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
You're just
exactly.
the guy who makes the
Yeah,
drinks.
you literally put the bottle and use gravity.
Yeah.
That's all you did, okay?
All right, maybe
Yeah.
you can try to explain to us what do you actually do because apparently it's interesting.
Well, I think it's interesting.
Okay.
I'm a research scientist. So
Okay.
you are correct in that I am a doctor, but I am a doctor of philosophy. I can't write prescriptions and I can't treat you,
Okay,
but I can write an essay about everything that happens.
can you make drugs?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So my background's in chemistry and
Yeah.
engineering,
Okay.
but now I work with organ donors.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do you have any affiliation with the Chinese government?
No.
Yeah,
Very much not.
they definitely could supply you with some good
exactly.
stuff anytime,
Yeah,
man.
true. But I tend to work ethically.
Oh, right. Okay.
We have standards,
Okay.
borderline standards.
So when you say organ donors, how do you know that they were donated ethically? Like
So-
they're dead.
True. But for how we do it is actually you have to get consent.
But they're dead.
Yeah, but you don't get consent from the dead people.
Will they die
Yeah.
with a thumbs up? What's going on? Take it.
Yeah. So I heard, you can correct me, like I heard like on some countries there's like on the ID,
Yep.
there's something that shows
Absolutely.
that you're an organ donor, right? See, I read a thing before.
You read
Yeah.
a thing.
Yes.
You understood a thing.
Yes.
So there are two types of organ donations in most countries.
Right.
You can either be consenting, so basically you have to sign a form to say I'd like to be an organ donor, or it's deemed consent, which means everybody's an organ donor and you opt out from being one.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's like the email list.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
automatically sign up.
Yeah, exactly.
pretty bad.
This is what we do when people buy
So-
tickets and like you're automatically, you have to opt out now.
Exactly. You're
wait.
automatically having to be one, and you
Right.
have to
So wait,
choose
what's
not
the
to.
what's the name of the second one? The
opt out? So deemed consent.
Deemed consent. So that's the one they do in China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
And there's
you're
no
born,
opt
you're
out button.
deemed- Yeah. The opt out button is broken.
yeah. They only have they have the deemed consent and the opt in button.
Right,
That's all
right,
they
right.
got,
But that's true in many countries, actually. Surprisingly,
Really? You can't
deemed
opt
consent
out?
is
What?
actually true in many countries. Not that you can't opt out, but deemed consent.
Oh yeah, that's
is-
fine. You can deemed consent me. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, like give me this unsubscribe. I mean,
Right,
come on,
right, right,
yeah.
Yeah, you get
But
an
then you do it
unsubscribe
when
option.
you're when you're 18 or something.
You can choose to do it whenever you want.
Okay.
You can choose to opt in, opt out whenever the hell
But
you
then
want.
you can convince like a child is like, they're gonna take away your eyes, and he's like, no, and then he opts out,
Yeah.
and then you lose an eye.
But you can then opt back in later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can just fuck around with it?
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's kind of like yes and no.
Okay.
yeah. So basically, hold on a second. So I could just opt in. How long does it take to process the opt in, opt out?
You know, I have no idea.
Oh, you have
I
no
don't.
idea?
I don't do that side of things.
Wait. So do you walk
That's-
around with like a bag with like a beating heart in it?
No.
Do you
I have a
see
machine.
them?
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Hold on. I'm confused.
So
Hold on.
cool.
So wait, hold on. So I've seen like in video games, like when they have like these cases with ice and stuff, and
Yeah.
they dump like a heart. That's basically what you touch.
Yeah.
Do you wash your hands?
Yes.
Do you poke it?
Later.
Have you ever dropped it?
No.
You never dropped it.
No.
Have you never dropped it into someone's chest?
No.
Oh, okay.
Taking it out of somebody's chest.
I want to like get her on one of these and like cut it out of context.
Right. Yeah.
And to whom it may concern.
Okay. So what kind of organs do you work with? Do
So
you have a
I'm.
specific-
So I have two roles. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm a research scientist, as one part of my role. So
Yeah.
I actually work on improving the quality of these organs so that when we take them out of somebody and then before we put them into somebody else, they're better quality.
Wait,
Do you just like send them or something?
Sort of. Like, we look at them. We check them. We test them.
Wait, you improve the quality of the
Yeah.
organ after the person's donated
So
them.
it's, at the moment, the way things are done, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a kidney, for example, because
Sure, I
they
have
are the
two,
most,
yeah.
you have two, and
Yeah.
they're the most popular transplant
Yeah.
organ that we use, right? You take a kidney out from person X who's
Yeah.
died and has consented to basically be an organ donor.
Right.
Yeah.
So we get consent from their family that we
Yeah.
can do the operation to take the kidney out.
Wait, hold on.
And that's
So,
already they're dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Oh,
much so.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, because we have to. So when you're an organ donor, you consent to being an organ donor, which
Yeah.
means you are okay with the hospital, the doctors
Yeah.
taking your organ.
Right.
But what you don't consent to is the operation for the removal of your organ.
Oh,
Because otherwise-
so you got to drop it yourself.
But otherwise, at any point,
Yeah.
I could just walk up to you and take your kidney, right? 'Cause-
Right, because you consented to that, but you didn't
But
consent to a
actually-
surgery.
Exactly. And so
So-
this is how the law is actually quite clever, right?
Wow.
To protect you from me walking up to you now and just going like, I'll have your kidney, thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Yeah.
is that you need to consent to the surgery for me to take your kidney out. Now, if you are dead and or dying,
Yeah.
which is you have to be dying in a controlled manner to be
Yeah.
an organ donor. Okay, you can't just be dead at home and then become an organ donor.
Okay.
That doesn't work.
All right, this is
Yeah.
twisted.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you
Dying
can't-
in a controlled manner, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
my
so-
dream.
And deemed consensual.
And deemed
and
consensual.
deemed
yeah.
consensual, and then we have to speak to your family and be like, "Hey, can we do the surgery to take the kidney?"
Yeah.
and then the family have to say, "Yeah, okay, fine."
Oh.
See? Otherwise, I can, while you're alive, I could easily
So
just
you could
take
be
your
like
kidney.
that bad, like for example, let's say I'm like, I want to save people's lives, I want to donate all my intestine, but you're kind of like, you know, I won't let his wish come true. You
Right.
can't take it.
Yeah, yeah,
And like
yeah.
here I am, and like on my way to heaven, they're like, yeah, you didn't donate. I'm like, what? No, I did. They're like, no,
Yeah.
you didn't. And they're like, what? You go back down to
It
hell.
depends which heaven too.
Well, yeah,
You know,
true.
you
yeah.
can just go to another religion's heaven. They're like, yeah, we don't have organ
Yeah, they don't do the
donors here.
donation.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah. You're welcome here.
Yeah. Okay. All
But
right.
anyway, so we take the kidney. It goes into some magic solution known as a UW solution. It's a protection solution.
UW.
UW.
Does
What
it
does
stand
it-
for something?
Yeah.
University of Wisconsin solution.
What?
I know.
Is it named after like a football team?
No, well, it's named
Yeah.
after the university where it was developed.
Okay.
Surprisingly,
okay,
the
okay.
University
That's
of
very
surprisingly
uncreative.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
You know,
But nobody like copied the formula and made their own.
they patented it,
Okay.
All
so
right.
you know they were clever.
Yeah.
So
okay,
they're
okay.
selling it to hospitals and like
Yeah.
labs and whatever.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
But
So what is it made of?
They're now a independent company.
Uh-huh.
So, but it's just known as UW solution
Okay.
as a
So
result
if
of
I
it.
try to make that solution myself, they would
you
sue
can.
me.
No, they can't
No.
sue you anymore.
Oh, nice.
You
Okay.
can make it yourself.
So what is
The-
it made of?
So many different things, including the kitchen sink.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. It's one of those.
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
mix it up like that's mine now.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Basically, they put everything that is good for cells and
Yeah.
tissue
Yeah.
into a solution, and someone tried it, and it didn't kill the organ, and they
Right.
went, "Sweet."
Ah,
Yeah.
We'll
okay,
just
okay,
use
okay.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you have the kidney in a magical
Yeah.
solution.
And then we put it on ice,
Yeah.
and then we put it
Do
in
you
a box.
stir or shake it?
You know what? We try not to do either.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, you know, things bruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
You don't want a
yeah.
bruised kidney.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's something I learned from the movies that's probably not true at all.
Yeah.
Like apparently like if someone takes out your kidney and you don't notice that like they did that, you can just like not feel it and you can just keep living.
I mean, you can live with only one kidney,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'd be really surprised if you didn't notice.
No, hypothetically, if someone like did the surgery and then like, you know,
Again,
took out all the
someone took
stitches.
something out and took the stitches out. You'd have to be out cold for a couple of weeks not to notice the pain.
I don't know, man. Like I was playing Mortal Kombat, and in the animation, you know,
Yeah.
the guy was pretty okay. You know,
Yeah,
he pulled
yeah.
it out, and he was like, "I will kill you next round."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I really don't think you should be taking your scientific facts from Mortal
Hey,
Kombat.
you're a doctor of philosophy, okay? Don't be
Yeah,
all like,
yeah.
"Look at me, I know my science." Please.
I'm engineer of medicine.
Exactly.
I
Sure.
am not an engineer.
I'm a laphologist.
No,
whatever.
you're a doctor of philosophy. I'm an engineer of medicine.
Yeah,
If
fair
we're
enough.
just gonna mix up
Yeah.
fucking
Laughing,
jobs.
but you have funny medicine.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Yeah, she's Dr. This, she's Dr. Phil, you know, whatever, right? Yeah, you got that. Okay, so now you got the kidney in the UW solution.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Now, how long do you have before that's got to go in something?
So the kidneys are actually incredibly viable. as organs go. You have roughly about 48 hours.
For 2 days.
Yeah, 2 whole days.
Wow, that's how long it takes for the PCR test to confirm.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
how long?
24 now.
24?
24 now.
Oh, okay,
Mine
okay.
came back in 24.
Right. Do you have to do rat tests on the kidney in case it has COVID?
No, what they do is they rat test the patient.
But it's dead.
Right.
Yeah, but they're not
Oh,
dead.
the dead patient.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Do you have to ask the family for consent to rat test the
No.
dead patient? No, you don't?
No, because all patients as they go into the hospital have to be COVID tested.
Oh.
Right.
So while they push
So
them
in order for someone to become an organ donor, they have to be well, we don't rat test them, we PCR them. And also in England, we call them LFTs.
Yeah,
they're
dude.
lateral
'cause,
flow tests.
I mean, let's just say the ABCs, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
I know. It's just like here, just
Yeah.
throw letters at it and hope
Yeah.
it means
All right,
something.
let's get into a more interesting organ, the heart.
Yeah,
How does that work?
it beats.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yes, okay.
So can I grab the heart, and when I grab it out, does it keep beating for like a few seconds
Yeah.
still?
So when
Again, like the movies.
yeah.
do you know what when you cut the blood supply, yes, the heart does keep beating for a little while.
How long does it beat? For 10
I
seconds?
don't know. It's
you
not
don't know?
my forte.
You didn't
Right.
do that?
I mean, I've seen it.
Have you ever tried? Have you ever been tempted? Like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just make a mistake for this one.
No.
Oh, okay.
How cool would it be if you like Facebook profile picture is you holding a beating heart? That
It
would be so
really,
badass.
really cool, but ethically, not okay.
No, but the person is dead.
Yes, but do you have
and also
their-
he just
only if
died.
yes, but only if you have their permission to take a photo of their organs.
They won't know.
They
Dude.
will know.
Also,
we-
no one will be like, "Oh, that's Edward's heart. How
Yeah.
dare you?"
Oh,
it's just like
man.
a heart.
Yeah.
True, but
Yeah.
somebody has feelings. It's,
And we
it's
can
a
do-
little bit about respect as well.
Feelings are overrated.
I know they are,
Yeah.
but it is always about respect.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
but you know what you should do? Like, make like an Instagram story with you holding the heart, and in the background is playing that Titanic song, "My Heart Will Go On." And then
my heart will go on to the next person.
Yeah. And then, like,
Well, they do make these really cool machines called hearts in a box, right? So
Wait,
they're-
what? Hearts in the box?
Yeah, it's-
Well, that's like Valentine's gift?
Well, not quite. So
Can I get it on Taobao?
Do you know what? You probably could.
You
I
might,
wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, think about this, right? So I just said the kidney will last roughly 48 hours.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we take it out of a person, and it's roughly 48 hours, maybe a bit longer, before we have to put it into somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not really good in
Can
another
you-
human. I can then use it for research.
Yeah,
which is
okay.
kind of fun. With hearts, the window is much shorter because the type of tissue it is and the quality of the tissue means roughly about 4 hours is all you've got. So it's a little bit
And
more.
that still has to stay cold as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I know some people with cold hearts.
Ooh, I think she lives down the road.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, go on.
I think that's a whole country full of
Those
them.
people, yeah.
No, but so with the heart, because it's 4 hours, it's kind of tricky, right? If you think
Right.
about the logistics.
So
of
it's
this.
beating the entire time.
No,
So you get
So
it to not beat.
we
and
we
then,
stop it from beating, right?
Whoa.
We put it into a different magical solution,
Not UW.
not UW.
WU? WD-40. No?
It's cardioplegic solution. So basically, it's a high potassium solution that stops the muscle from contracting.
That's so crazy.
Wow.
Right?
Potassium. So bananas, dude. That's
Oh
banana
yeah.
syrup. Yeah.
Banana peel syrup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's basically banana syrup.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, it stops it from actively beating.
Right.
And then they put it on ice and they move it and they put it into another person.
Wait, they put it on ice?
They put in that solution and
Oh,
then
yeah.
on ice.
Wait, hold on. Isn't the solution like full of ice already?
No. The solution is you never put the actual organ on touched ice. You wrap it in solution.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the solution is like obviously you put it in a bag of solution.
So it's that
and
okay?
then
I
the
see.
bag
I
sits
see.
on the ice.
Oh,
the
like
whole
one of
thing.
So that the organ never touches
So
ice
like you put
cubes
it in like
directly.
a Ziploc bag?
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
A sterile Ziploc bag.
So what is the success rate now in heart transplant?
That's numbers I cannot give you.
Oh.
Like universally.
I have no idea.
Oh, you cannot give me not
I
because
cannot
it's confidential.
No, I
It's
cannot
you
give you
don't
because
know.
I literally don't know.
Ah,
Okay, what do you think it is?
I
1 to 2?
I have no idea. I
What
literally
about
have no
kidneys?
idea.
How's the kidney
Kidneys
success
should be
rate?
high.
Yeah.
Kidneys
right?
are very high.
Yeah, right? So like let's say you did 4 kidneys out of 4 you'll hit all 4 or like maybe 3? 75%?
I'd say about 80 plus for
80 plus.
kidneys for sure, if
Oh.
not higher.
So
Wow.
how frequent do you get kidneys in? Do you get like once a day?
No.
You get once a week?
Yeah.
So you tell me only one person a week
Well,
is
I
willing
mean,
to
it's,
donate?
again, I don't do the transplants
Right,
myself,
right.
right? Let's put this in context. I'm a
Yeah.
research scientist.
Okay, so what
work
is your
with
role?
things.
You just
Yeah,
like,
you see?
you're the nerd in the corner just writing shit down.
sort of.
So you're
I'm
just
better than that, right? So
yeah, but
like I
you
was saying,
basically
I
do that.
I'm the nerd in the corner who builds machines.
All right.
Ooh.
I think I figured it out. You know, like how people say they're in the legal profession,
Right.
and then you go to the job and it turns out it's the person drawing the pictures in the court. She's the one that she's like, all right, this one in the heart. You kind of
Right.
me. I will draw dear diary. Success rate 80%. Yay!
Diary of a Wimpy Kid, right here.
Sure, whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're basically just studying what's happening, all the details.
Well, I'm basically I use the organs that don't go for transplantation.
So
and
you
I
wish the
You
people...
get leftovers.
Yeah. You wish that it doesn't go well.
I don't wish. If it doesn't go well, I don't want those organs to go to waste completely.
Right.
So then I make use of them.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah,
But You're kind
exactly.
of secretly wishing. Because
Yeah.
otherwise you
No.
lose your job.
Yeah.
No?
I mean,
If all the transplants are successful,
But I
then they
don't-
won't
so-
give you anything.
this is true.
Yeah.
But if all the transplants are successful, then my job is moot. I don't need to study it because we're doing so well.
Right. Okay.
The point is that we don't do it well enough.
Yeah.
So when it goes wrong, I need to figure it out.
Can you transplant eyes?
Yes, but I don't do that. And they don't transplant the whole eye. They transplant a part of the eye.
Whoa,
front part?
weird.
I guess the
cornea.
front part.
Yeah,
the cornea,
just
the
the-
front
Is
part.
it
Clear
like
bit.
for blind people? Like, can you have someone blind be not blind?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Wow, that's really intense.
It depends on the type of blindness, right?
Okay.
Because if it's the lens on the back, so it's the way you see things. God, this feels like a science lesson here. I'm
no,
so
our
sorry.
audience-
It's,
man, that, like-
it's
yeah.
science for dummies.
Yeah.
I mean, if they all switch off, I'm really sorry because some of this is factually true and some of this is meh,
Yeah.
what
it's
my
okay.
memory holds. Because
Yeah.
the
No,
last
it's
time I
been-
did
it's been so
biology,
long
I
since
was
we've
like
actually had a-
15.
It's been so long since we've actually had a proper guest.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure
exactly.
they're just happy it's not us talking.
Yeah.
They're like, please, somebody else with something.
Yeah.
Well,
And
the
it
way-
happens to be your sisters. It's not that far off, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, good enough. Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah.
Occasionally, I show up.
She
now.
took away all the knowledge cells, and left me with the little your pictures.
Dude,
Dummy.
he got all the good genes. Like he's cute, he's adorable, he's tall.
I think you're just jealous that he's
Yeah.
tall. That's it.
She knows
the rest
I-
is kind of like
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean, he's also lean.
She
Like,
knows
he's
I
got
have
all the
editing
muscle.
power. That's why she's saying all this shit. She's like, if I say he's an asshole, I'm like, toot, 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 toot. Oh God.
yeah. But look at all the facial hair. You don't
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I mean, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly.
But, you know,
Yeah.
I'm Indian. Genetically,
Yeah.
I have no choice here.
Yeah. He'll just show up.
You do have a very cool haircut, which I think people can see on the picture now.
Yeah, we'll get that. I mean, basically, my sister has a mohawk-ish kind of
Yeah.
braided mohawk thing.
Is
with
this
color.
a style that you always had?
No.
So what got
Yeah,
you?
what's the deal with this?
Yeah.
What's the deal with this?
Yeah. Why?
I mean, I went through a phase of getting my hair quite short.
Yeah.
And then lockdown happened, and I was like, I'm just going to play.
Okay.
And then started cutting random things because I bought a pair of clippers because there
Why
were no
not?
barbers in the
Right.
UK. So
Yeah. So this was it. Like you just. But wait. Why this particular style? Because I'm trying to imagine at what point.
I wanted
did
a mohawk. So I had
Yeah.
a faux hawk for a little while because it wasn't long enough to be a mohawk.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I went through a phase of it growing out into like fake mohawk.
So I'd like all our listeners just to imagine, like, a loved one just passed away,
Right.
and this person comes up to you. They're like,
Yeah.
"Dude,
Yeah.
could you give us consent to take the organ for someone
And the
else's
person
life?"
had a mohawk.
Yeah.
With is it green
like
or
greenish,
blue?
it's
yeah.
blue. It's teal.
Yeah, teal. Like coming up to
Teal.
like being like, "Dude,
Yeah.
I need your dead friend's kidney, y'all."
It would be perfect if she's also holding a joint.
Yeah, exactly. And the craziest thing is like because she's so short, you're looking down, you're like, "Hey, little kid, you want the kitty?"
That is pretty much what happened.
Yeah, right? They're gonna bend over like, "What'd you say?" All right, okay, so all right, so this is the
Yeah,
thing.
so getting being taken seriously as a
Right.
tiny human being is not a fun-filled adventure. in
Hey,
my
the
life,
good
but,
thing
you
is
know.
that your height is exactly what kidneys are. So you can see directly. Like you don't need to raise your hand. It's like right in front.
Oh, you can actually hold it as a pillow when you
Yeah.
sleep. The ones that don't
Yeah.
work.
You literally Mortal Kombat punch that kidney out.
But again,
That's all you do.
I take the kidney. The kidney is not forever floating at that height.
This
you
is
know?
the philosophy side. I
Right.
take the kidney, but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kidney doesn't take me. Oh God, here we go. All right, okay. So let me get this straight. So you basically work on the kidneys mostly, right?
No.
Oh, okay. What else?
I know for a fact that we're gonna spend the entire episode trying to figure out what she does.
I know
Yeah.
you
And
guys don't let me go through an entire sentence. without
Okay, you know what?
interrupting me.
I have the clock on right now. It's 28 minutes. I'm gonna give a whole minute.
Let's give her 2.
Let's give you 2.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Tell us exactly.
It's Ramadan.
Yeah.
I'm feeling generous.
Yes.
Oh, look at
2
you.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Two
got
whole
2 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us the kidney, the whole process. What happens?
Okay,
over
so tell you the process about the kidney, or
there?
tell you what I do.
What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, you got 2 minutes.
Start a sentence.
90-second elevator pitch me.
Of what I do.
Yeah.
I have 2 roles. Role number 1, I'm a research scientist. I'm very, very interested in improving the quality of organs that are transplanted. And to do that, I'm building a machine which allows us to look at these organs outside of the body. But what I do is perfuse them. So effectively, I put oxygenated blood and nutrients through them so they work as if they are in the body, but they're not. So it's called ex vivo. Outside of the body, but functioning as if it was inside the body. So I'm building this pretty exciting platform, which I think is really cool. And we make use of organs that don't get transplanted, or I can test pig organs because they're kind of like human ones, and I can get them in a slightly more controlled fashion. So I can know when I'm getting them as opposed to waiting for someone to, very unfortunately, die and have their organs not transplanted. The other role I do is less science, more management, but still scientifically related in that I work with organ donors and we consent the families to let us have tissues and organs that are not being transplanted. So organs like a bit of your skin, some of your spleen, we don't transplant those organs, your gallbladder, some muscle, things that aren't used. And we take that for research. And I help support over 50, 60 research projects in the US, UK, Europe. Don't think we've gone any further than that. To do some research and understand about disease and health.
This is why I should interrupt more.
Right,
I understood
yeah.
none of that. I was like, wait, what? I know like the UK, you said UK, I know those
I
letters.
shook
but-
my head a lot,
Yeah.
which made her think that I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. She kept
And
looking at you. I just gave up. I was
I mean,
like,
listen, in
He
my
glazed
defense,
over in about 30 seconds.
yeah. I was like,
yeah, you know, in my defense, I understood every word. Like
Yes.
I know
Individually,
I
those words
individually-
meant
yeah.
something.
Yeah, they meant something.
Okay, let's put it in a slightly better fashion.
yeah, give me the layman term. Give me
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the
One of the
science that I
things, the
do.
machine. I'm interested
Yeah,
in the machine
the
because
machine.
that sounds a bit creepy, right? It
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like you're, you know, it's like a sci-fi movie when you're like taking people's organs, putting them in a machine, and trying to make them live again. That's like scary, no?
Kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Yeah.
I understood something.
So
but also-
Frankenstein.
yeah, exactly. It's
But
like
Frankenstein without the body, right? So I'm only Frankensteining like bits of organs.
Okay. All right. Okay. I get it.
Are you working towards making a full human out of people's bits?
No, not at all. I'm not interested in that whatsoever. So what I really
But
want
if
to
you
do,
come close, you might be like, huh, wait a second, I can put a head on this thing.
Yeah.
yeah, but no.
Because like if you could ever make the alien movie kind of thing pop out of the chest, dude,
Right.
I mean
that,
that's big.
that sounds
That'd be
cool.
kinda
though.
cool, right?
Exactly.
So what I'm actually
Also,
trying
can
to
you
do-
take someone's head and put it on a thing?
In theory,
Yeah.
yes, but by the time I take it, they're definitely dead. And if they have
Oh,
no
man. I mean,
consciousness,
Dude, if we could do that,
Yeah,
get Kid Rock's head onto a kidney and call him Kidney Rock. No, sorry, it's like Kidney Stone.
that would be better.
That'd be good, right? I'm Kidney Stone.
So it's Kid Rock and Sharon Stone.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at
Oh
that,
yeah, Kid Rock and Sharon Stone.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be
kidney.
pretty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would work out. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's get back to this. So basically, it's all kidney is the main thing. But you talked about like even pig organs and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Why pig organs? What about it?
So pig organs are very similar to human organs. I don't know.
come?
Man,
Well-
that hurts. That's not halal.
Yeah, it's not halal. I
It's
would
not
never.
halal, but I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys heard about the guy in the US who got a pig heart transplant.
Let's just be okay. He's American. Okay, let's calm down over here. Let's not do that.
Yeah, but I mean the thing is,
He lived for a while, right? I mean, for like what, a couple of weeks or
I think
something.
live is a very relative term here.
Right. He was not dead
There you
for
go.
a couple of
that,
weeks.
That I'd accept.
Right.
Yeah, he was definitely not dead for
yeah.
a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Live, I'd be very careful.
Right.
With.
Was he conscious?
Again, uncertain.
I think I saw a picture of him like giving a thumbs up.
Yeah,
of
no,
some
he
sort.
was conscious.
Right. Right.
But he wasn't mobile.
Right.
And he was kind of attached to many machines.
right. Right. Did he grow a tail?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
That's unfortunate.
Ah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah, it would
That'd
be
be
cool.
cool. Yeah, if he lived on like the animal farm and stuff, he'd be equal to the other animals, but he'd be more equal than
He'd be
others.
more equal than
Right,
others.
right.
Totally
Yeah.
No, but so the point was that he got a pig heart, and we've always had a problem with organs for transplantation. It's always been we never have enough organs than the people who need transplants.
Right.
And so there's always been this look for finding a different source of organs. So
Right.
it's known as xenotransplantation, which is using other
That's ZE or XE?
XE.
Oh.
Is that? I thought that means like you kill the xenophobes and take their organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, xenotransplantation is basically not self, right? So
Right.
xeno being
Yeah.
so it's
Thank
taking.
you. I've always known the term, didn't know what
Didn't really,
Yeah.
where
so
the
it's
origin-
basically taking a different animal or different.
one
It's actually
moment.
it's very refreshing to like us like we stop mansplaining stuff and
Yeah.
she's now womansplaining stuff to
Right?
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. She's
I
like,
know some audience who are like, finally, idiots. Someone's telling them something
God.
useful.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we've been trying to look for different sources of organs.
Because we never have enough, right? So it's why there's always a waiting list for organs.
Yeah.
And so xenotransplants have been a thing. It's always the next best thing. So
Right,
we
right.
study pig organs because they are a good supplement when you can't get your hands on human organs. And the nice thing with pig organs is we can go to the abattoir and say, hey, can we have X, Y, Z?
You just
Right.
go to the wet market right here. They got a whole
Right.
bunch of those.
Yeah, but we like them really fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, here
They're
you
pretty
do get them
fresh.
pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there, I literally get them.
Fresh. Like right there. Like you look at them and you're like, bye bye, bitch.
Yeah, pig walks into abattoir.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get kidney.
But wait, okay, so what about the blood type? That's weird between
I
pig
use
and human.
but we don't use human blood. I use pig blood when I do my pig studies.
No, okay, so but that guy who was quote unquote alive,
So
what
that-
happened with his blood?
So he used his own blood. What they did was they kind of genetically modified the pig heart.
So did he wash all the pig blood out?
Yes, of course. They even when you do an normal organ transplant,
Yeah.
part of the reason we use UW or a cardioplegic solution is to flush out all the existing blood.
Aha. So for a
Yeah.
second, the kidney or whatever has no blood
No
at
blood
all.
whatsoever.
That's
Yeah.
so.
What
Does
color?
it look different? Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes really pale. Yeah, it changes color.
Oh.
So quite often when we connect it or we start perfusing it, it
Right.
starts to pink up because as the blood goes in, it
Right.
changes color.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That must be interesting for you as like, seeing
I
those
love it.
different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's how I know whether my experiment is working
Right.
because it like properly pinks up. It
So
perfuses. So if you've
what
got
does the
a clot or
machine look
something-
like?
It's made up of lots of little parts at the moment. It's a prototype
Yeah.
at this stage. So it's got a pump, it's got a heater, it's got an oxygenator, it's got some tubes.
Have you
Sounds
ever
like
thought of Shark Tanking it? Just go onto the TV show. and be like,
Eventually, yeah.
Or
really?
GoFundMe.
yeah.
Again, eventually, yeah.
Have you
So
thought
I
about
want to make it
Kickstarter?
work. Once I make it work,
Patreon.
Buy me a coffee.
yeah,
Buy me a spare part.
Honestly,
yeah.
I mean, I might have to go that way.
Right.
Because trying to get funding to build these things is not easy.
Well-
We have a very supportive fan base, by the way.
Yeah, so you can quickly in the break before the Patreon edition
Yeah, yeah.
episode,
Yeah.
quickly start a Kickstarter page, GoFundMe, everything.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the whole point of what I'm doing, right? It sounds all weird to you because I'm like trying to Frankenstein these
Right.
organs. But really, the purpose I'm trying to do is I want to change the way we do transplantation.
Okay.
Okay, in which way? Like the way we're doing now is like this object's over here, I pick it up and put it into that object.
Yeah, but it's also like, okay, let's hypothetically, you're being told, really sorry, you're going to need a new kidney.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So you get a number and you wait until an appropriate kidney shows up. That's
Yeah.
a match for you and so on and so forth.
Or I go out and hunt for mine.
yeah.
Yeah, I may have slight issues with these things.
Okay.
Okay?
He won't
But
tell you,
again,
obviously.
ethically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep this ethically above board just so I don't get
I
fired.
would just ethically convince someone.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
you can go for directed donation. You can find someone who's a match who's
Wait, what?
willing
Direct? Oh, they're willing to cut a part of or donate one
donate
kidney.
one kidney.
Like
right?
a human-
only in kidneys.
like a
so I'm gonna.
matching- someone
So
that's a
this only
family.
works for kidneys, obviously, right? I can't be like, oh, you need to direct donate a heart. That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Right.
I'm using kidneys for a good reason.
Okay.
But anyway, so you'll be on a waiting list to get your kidney, and you could be waiting, depending on the country, depending on the city, could be anywhere up from 2 years to your death.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So what I want to have happen is that I want you to be able to go to your doctor, and heaven forbid you're being told, really sorry, you're going to need a new kidney, and I want them to be able to go onto a database and be like, we've got a match. Let's schedule you in for your transplant in X weeks.
Oh, okay.
Right, so what I want my lovely machine to do is take kidneys. If we don't have a matched donor for them to go to immediately, is for them to then be processed, stored in a sub-zero condition, and held.
Right.
Okay. Wait, Sub-Zero condition. Hold on, because like the only thing I know about Sub-Zero
Mortal
is one-
Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Back to that. I'm like, hold
It's
on a
very,
second.
I mean, sub-zero is very simple.
Yeah.
It's lower than zero.
Okay. Negative
But
one,
I'm
I
very
know that.
specifically anything less than 0, right? It could
Yeah.
be -1, it could be negative 196.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how long would it last for then?
Again, we've not done this yet. This is
right,
the
right. This is
goal.
the idea.
This is
Now
the
I know my
goal.
freezer is
Right,
-4.
yeah.
Yep.
Like technically, couldn't I help and assist by letting you put it in my freezer?
Yeah.
Then why are we not doing that? How,
So
how's this
when's
difficult?
the last time you took a chicken breast out your freezer and it started clucking at you?
Usually the last. I have a poor memory, so
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
essentially, that's
It
what I'm trying to
depends
do.
how drunk as well.
yeah.
The
Well,
fair.
hold on. So you're telling me that the moment you pick it out of the freezer, it should be back in functioning order.
That's what I want.
Oh.
So that's what my exciting machine is going to eventually start to do.
But
Yeah.
that brings me back to my suspicion about this whole thing, because eventually you're gonna have like people like billionaires sitting in freezer, and then you just put them there, and then they wake up in 200 years.
Yeah, but so this is cryonics, like cryogenics, where
Right.
Yeah.
you know Walt Disney decided to freeze himself. Now,
Right.
there's a slight problem with the way we currently do freezing. Right? Is that much like we freeze ice, we take water, we whack it in the freezer,
Right.
Yeah.
and we hope for the best.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, when's the last time you opened the freezer before your ice had completely frozen?
Tons of time and all the time.
Yeah.
Right? But it's frozen on the surface, right?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
It's frozen on the surface, and you're like, yes, ice.
Yeah.
And as soon as you try to like take the ice out,
Yeah.
it's still liquid in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So ice freezes from the outside in. So if you imagine what happened to Walt Disney's, we put him in liquid nitrogen, which meant he froze from the outside.
Right.
in.
Yeah.
So his outside was frozen, but his insides, you know, all the important bits, like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
organs and stuff,
Yeah.
not so frozen.
No.
Ah.
And
Okay.
ice is a great resistor, which means once that first layer of ice forms,
Right.
everything inside is kind of protected from the cold.
Yeah.
So it stays warm for much longer.
Right.
So you slow down the inside getting cool
Yeah.
as more ice forms.
So what you're saying is that let's say it's really cold outside.
Yeah.
What I should do is get a layer of ice on me, and then I become warmer inside.
How do you think igloos work?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, you knew this?
I'm gonna title this as like the the clickbaity
Oh, yeah.
and it's like, this is our most condescending guest yet today.
yeah, exactly.
You know, like uppercase letters.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah,
like, oh, what happened to them? We get humiliated by our guest.
Exactly, yeah.
Click now.
Yeah, exactly. Guess Humiliate Comics live. Oh, okay.
Family
so, okay.
Feud. Oh, right.
Yeah, okay.
101.
Yeah, exactly. So then.
Yeah, how do you think ice works, you dumbass?
No, but I didn't realize
That wasn't saying dumbass at all. I was
Well,
just
I
like
was
a
thinking
really
that.
great example. Is an
okay,
igloo,
yeah,
right?
good, yeah. Okay. All right, that's fair enough. All right, good. I'll give you
So,
that
okay,
one.
so how do we actually, at least in theory, have someone freeze and then be
So the only
alive
real
later?
way to do it is if you effectively freeze them using their vascular system, right?
Oh, okay.
if we
Freeze their
put-
blood?
Not freeze their blood, but freeze them from their vascular system, from inside out.
Wow.
By basically replacing their blood with cooling solution.
Ooh.
UW solution?
I don't know. I don't know if that would work.
Or maybe the thing in the fridge. right?
Well, CFCs in the back of your fridge, maybe not so much.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
that stuff's pretty toxic.
Oh, is it?
Oh, okay,
Alright.
okay.
Maybe
okay.
something like that, but like
Yeah.
cleaner.
Yeah. So I mean, like
Okay.
that's the kind of goal is to like.
So we haven't found that out yet. We
No.
still don't know how to freeze someone from the inside
I think
out.
she does. Like,
Successfully.
I think you were involved in like, well, Prince Andrew staying alive
I am
for
not.
like.
I am actually quite against cryogenics.
Yeah.
So I want to freeze organs down. I don't want to freeze, and this is why I use the word sub-zero because
Right.
I don't want ice crystals to form, and that's
Yeah.
a whole different episode
Okay.
because we're not.
So
gonna
hold
go
on,
into
let me
that.
understand. So you want to freeze the organs, but technically, if
I don't
we
want to
look
freeze
at-
them. I want to. I want to.
Sub-zero them.
I basically want to put
Preserve
them
them.
in suspended animation.
So what if you rephrase it? You're not freezing a whole person. You're freezing all their organs. They just combine into a person.
Right.
Yeah, but
You know, like Voltron.
if there's no brain and no consciousness, how is it that same person?
Well, some people are just dumb. I mean, have you met Mo?
Oh, that's a bit harsh there. Yeah, but what I'm
back.
saying is like,
And
if
fair.
I take your kidney and I give it to Mo,
Oh
Yeah.
God, don't do that.
does
That's-
Mo is Mo less Mo or more Mo?
Oh,
Or more Viv, actually. Is,
Are you-
is Mo
no, no,
less Mo or more
Yo,
Viv?
So what she's saying is, are you Momo or less Mo?
I'm getting hungry.
We need some Momos right here, man.
It's okay, but to answer your question, I'm still the same because it's just a kidney. It doesn't affect my consciousness, right? To actually have a serious
Yeah.
answer for once.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you're thinking from
Yeah.
your kidney, I mean, come on, people.
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
exactly.
No, but what I'm saying is like, if you've got somebody else's organ in you,
Yeah.
are you part of that person?
Well, technically, like as we eat, aren't we absorbing other stuff and making it into yours?
I mean, that's where the sentence "you are what you eat" comes
Yeah,
from. right?
exactly. Right? So you're what you eat. What's the word? Put it into yourself. Yeah.
You're what you
transplant. You're what you transplant.
Okay, what about cloning?
Yeah.
What's your stance on that?
Yeah, I'm iffy on that one.
You're iffy.
What happened to that sheep? What is her name? Dolly?
Dolly.
Yeah.
I think she had grandchildren.
Did she?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that was like a total success.
That was a total success.
And how long did she live for? What's the average age for a sheep?
I think it's like 20 years.
Okay, and she
that's
lived
pretty
like
good.
full
Yeah,
life.
yeah, yeah, and she had like offspring.
What?
It was great. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was a total success in that in a controlled environment, it can be done, it can be managed.
Right.
And then there were a lot of laws put on cloning.
Yeah.
Because what we don't want, and the whole point of the laws was what you don't want is, say, for example, you have children.
Right.
And you're worried your firstborn son might have a disease.
Right.
So you make a clone of your son.
Right.
Where is your clone of your son going to live?
With
And-
my
and-
OG son.
Yeah.
Okay. But then when OG son gets ill,
Yeah, I'm like, all right, this at least I have the backup.
Yeah, that's the point.
this one
but
is
see,
good.
for you have a backup son. Whereas
Yeah.
in some people, they're like, well, we'll just harvest
yeah, but
son
I mean,
number clone
but that's
for OG son, and then son number clone is a bit dead, and then
Yeah.
value of life starts to
bit dead.
is a bit dead.
yeah.
Only partially.
I mean, like, hold on a second. Isn't this like always been that thing with all parents? Like, I made you, I could break you, kind of a deal. It's the
Yeah,
same
but it's
deal.
not.
Like, you made the clone.
But
Like,
it's
kids.
like people who have a child so that they are like donor matches for
Yeah.
their kids,
Yeah.
and like then you sort of go like the child was born purely as a cure for child number one.
Well, I mean,
But they might not, like child number two might not survive. And while, with you and me, for example, like
Yeah.
I know you're the backup for me or
Yeah.
I'm the backup for you. So
Yeah.
like if one of us like does something really stupid,
Yeah.
at least mom's got a,
Yeah,
another
back-
half of,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
got
yeah.
backup child,
Yeah,
first
yeah.
child, second child, backup child.
Like, this is how you keep backups. Like, what do you do, right? The dumbest move is to have two backups in the same room. What you do is
Right.
you have a different location. Hence the reason she's in UK, I'm in Hong Kong.
Right.
See?
Okay.
So anything happens, go all the way to the other side of
Yeah.
the planet for the backup.
Backup drive.
Yeah, exactly. Same deal.
Okay, so how did you actually make? How did they make Dolly? How did the cloning happen?
So they actually used the genetic information and then they replicated it
In a what?
Copy
in a
paste?
petri dish.
In a
In a
petri
what?
dish.
In a petri dish.
What?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah.
And that was it? And like, what? It's just like,
I mean, it was quite technical.
and what? Just fermented into her? Like,
Well, not fermented. They actually took the genetic information
yeah.
from
Dolly number one.
Dolly mum,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And then actually recreated
Yeah.
embryonically
Yeah.
Dolly.
Yeah.
What? So
So literally-
theoretically you can do that with a human then.
Yep.
And then you're saying there are laws against that in many
Yeah.
countries.
And I mean, we still do it. Like we make embryos all the time for
Like
research
human
purposes.
embryos?
We do, but we terminate them after a certain number of days.
That's cruel.
That's cool. I would have kept the son.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's okay. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. What the
At
hell?
least they have a life.
So you guys are just
Yeah.
killing people.
Yeah.
Well,
And not even people, they're killing
I don't.
babies.
Yeah.
Let me put this again. I don't do this. This is just the regulation. So ethically, you're not allowed to go past a certain number of days because they are then enough to start to form or differentiate into individual different types of cells. So prior to that happening, they terminate the experiment.
but a serious question. There must be someone who's like, what happens if I just let it?
Oh, I'm sure there are.
I'm sure someone dropped it, forgot about it,
I think
left it in the
there's-
closet.
again-
Yeah, quote unquote forgot.
Yeah.
Like, of course you'd be curious, right?
Yeah, there are rules around that, and they're all very well controlled. So labs that do this kind of work have
Yeah.
a lot of like checks on these
But
things.
just let it just,
Yeah,
I mean,
again,
someone's going to
we
keep
have-
it in their bag by mistake, and just
I mean, if you're able to grow it in your bag, crack
Yeah.
on.
yeah.
But this stuff's like, quite-
There must be a couple of countries though. Like,
Yeah.
Can you
Oh,
pay
I'm
North
like-
Korea enough money?
I
And
mean,
then,
I couldn't say, but there are definitely a couple of countries
there you go.
that do unethical things.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well,
And we all
yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with that in particular, like cloning
But this
people.
is where these rules are quite globalized, and they are put in sanctions across the nations.
no,
Nice.
sanctions don't seem to work much now.
Don't we know?
Yeah.
Okay, wrong
okay,
choice
okay.
of word.
So,
Whatever.
like,
Yeah.
I'd like to take a moment now.
Yeah.
Mo, what does she do?
She she works with kidneys.
Yeah.
I don't work with kidneys.
She puts it in an ice box.
Yeah.
And then when they put it in the other guy, she goes, "Yay!"
Yay,
She's in
yeah.
the corner taking notes.
No, I
and then
know,
she makes a
man.
machine.
Yeah.
She makes a machine that sometimes keeps the kidney longer.
Yeah.
In case the other guy is late.
So what I remember now, I can recap. I remember that you were saying that you're not the person who does the transplant. You're the person on the side going like, fail.
Yeah.
Fail.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Right.
it's more interesting than that. In
She
that
wishes
someone
her colleagues
texts
fail.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Someone texts me when everybody fails. It's great. I get a
right.
text message
How often
that says,
is that?
"Hey, we've got a kidney that didn't go for
But
transplant.
why would someone let you
like
know?
it?"
Wouldn't they just pretend all is good, just walk away, be like, "Oh, it was great."
Yeah, so
until-
here's the thing. It's like all done nationally. Central hub. They need to
Yeah.
know what's happened. So the surgeon goes, I mean, sometimes they use it and sometimes the surgeon just looks at it and goes, yeah, no, not
Okay.
feeling it today.
Here's another question. How much can I pay you for you to clone my dog? Like, she has an underbite, first of all, so the next version, I don't want the underbite.
I mean, you can pay me a lot of money. I will unsuccessfully do it for you.
But you will try your best.
She would quote unquote try.
I will quote unquote try.
You can tell your other people,
I am not a biologist. I am not a geneticist.
but you know someone.
But I can try.
Yeah, exactly. We always
can,
know
like,
someone who knows someone.
Try, because
Yeah.
you can put the money in my bank account and then...
You see why everyone asks me what does she do? I'm like, I have no idea. Right? We spent 45 minutes genuinely trying to get this out of her. We gave her 3 full minutes of pure just you tell me this,
2
2
whole
minutes,
minutes.
well, 2 minutes, whatever, But then we get all that stuff. I bet you every listener right now,
Yeah.
if you have not figured out what she does,
Right.
buy us a coffee.
I think we deserve it after this one.
This is
Clearly, we asked all the right questions.
Yes.
We were very patient with you.
Yeah.
And we did not interrupt at all.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
minimally. Yeah. In our minds, we didn't.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, and you didn't even let me talk to you about the heart in the box, but
Hey.
no. We have time.
Yeah, we have time.
Yeah. We have been going over many times recently, and the audience would like to hear someone who's not us. So
Yeah.
please.
So tell me, the heart in the box, you've had that experience where you put a heart in the box.
So,
Okay.
as I was saying,
That sounds like a rap song.
it does sound like a rap song.
Yo,
and
I got my heart in my
actually,
box. Yeah, go
and
on.
it loves and it dubs.
Why? Why didn't we end this? Just now? We could have ended it.
Keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna moderate this family bullshit that is happening here. You shut up, Vivek. I go
Ding,
to
ding.
Vivek.
Yeah.
Krishnaa, you go.
Okay, so what I said earlier, right? Hearts, you have roughly about 4 hours from when they have to come out of somebody's chest and go into somebody else's. And that's quite a tight time and makes logistics a pain in the butt because very, very rarely, even though this is the case in every TV show you've watched, that the person who needs a heart is always in the same hospital as the person who dies and is willing to transplant his heart.
Well, yeah, of course.
It doesn't happen like
No?
that. Yeah, sorry, dudes.
Yeah.
Sorry to burst the like factual
That's
bubble
a
there,
thing.
but yeah, no, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
But it has to move around the country. And 4 hours is quite tight.
Right.
I mean, England is relatively tiny. I mean, it's huge compared to this country, but relatively tiny.
This province.
It's province.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Still, whatever. I call it country. Whoever says whatever they want is where I stand.
Yeah.
But it's relatively small in the grand scheme of things. But it's still a pain in the butt to like move it across the country to get
Right.
it to somebody. So what they developed was a pretty cool machine where you can take the heart out. You don't have to put it on ice. You put it in this magic machine, and then you can pump it with blood, and it keeps beating.
Whose blood?
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Nice.
yeah. I was like, wait a second.
Blood donor.
Wait, hold on.
So a third person
Yeah.
who is not the person who's receiving or
Yep.
the person who's giving.
Why not
Yep.
keep the original blood?
Let
Because-
me try to answer this one because that person just died.
No, yeah, sort of. Because
Yeah.
what we do is we cut the carotid artery and flush this cold solution through, and then the blood is mixed with all this stuff, and they don't want to, so they put it in, and they have the machine running with blood already before the heart comes out, so it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So they kind of need not the dead person's blood.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, we use blood donor blood.
So heart in the box is already a thing?
Yeah, yeah,
What?
that's a thing.
How do we get one? I feel like this is the part of the podcast usually the guest plugs something. So
Yeah.
he's like,
I
go
mean,
on heartinthebox.com
Yeah,
and order
exactly.
one now
I mean,
and give us a promo
there's
code.
a couple of companies.
Heart in the box. That's Shopify.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there are a couple of big companies that make them, and they cost somewhere in the hundreds of thousands of dollars
Dude,
and pounds.
this is such a good Valentine's gift.
It is.
Yeah.
Like heart in the box and
I
open
mean,
it like
doesn't
chocolate.
come with heart, like heart not included.
Well, I mean,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, like literally-
Terms and conditions.
terms and
Yeah,
conditions,
exactly,
heart
yeah.
not included.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me again try to figure out. So the box basically extends the life of the heart now.
Yeah, the window. So
The window
yeah.
is like-
so from 4 hours, they have done a lot of research around it, and they've increased the number of hours.
Can we use it for sashimi?
Is heart
Would
sashimi a
it-
thing?
No, I mean with the it would keep it fresh, right?
It would keep it fresh.
Yeah.
I'm
But
sure,
it would
like,
keep
you
it
know.
warm, and that's the thing. Like, you don't really
Oh,
want
it keeps
warm.
it
Oh, so you
warm?
say the ice is not
Yeah.
involved anymore.
Yeah, so that's the
Right.
thing. With this,
Ah,
with this,
okay,
they
okay.
don't have to cool it.
Okay.
Do you have a picture online of this, like of like the inside of the box? Because you're saying like it keeps it pumping, right?
Yeah.
So there is blood going through it.
Yeah.
Artificially.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
just like the movies.
Again, if you look online, I'm sure you'll be able to see the appropriate pictures.
Heartinabox.com.
I think it's not quite Heart in a Box, but
Wait, that's not the name Heart in the Box?
no.
Like, I feel
that's
like
what
people
I know that's what they should call it, but I feel like if you Google Heart in a Box, you'll be fine. You'll find
because
it.
like I feel like a lot of listeners have just pressed the pause button.
Yeah, right.
They're like checking it right now, right?
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean, there
so-
are. I don't want to name the one company that I know that makes it because I'm sure there are other competitive companies.
Well, the good news is that this is. Oh wait, we do have some.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, so it's like a Tupperware box
Yeah, it is.
with a heart.
Yeah.
What?
That is
Absolutely.
Are you
wild.
serious?
Yep.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is-
If you guys just Google heart in a box
yeah,
and go
just-
to images.
I told you it would come up.
Heart transplant window, and there is one. Maybe you don't have to say. I would say Transmedics.
Yeah.
I guess is the name of the company. And
Yeah, that's the most popular
And
one. that
this
I
is
know
an
of.
actual heart.
Yeah.
What?
What?
This is wild.
Okay, so there's like a Tupperware box,
know
a
if it's a
transparent
human
box.
one.
It's got like a heart on the top left side and like
Yeah.
a red tube
Yeah,
next
I'm not
to
convinced it's a human one, but yeah.
Wow, that is, dude, that would be Halloween gift
Yeah.
number one.
that is freaky.
Wait, how much are these? How much are these? I need
More
to know.
money than you really should.
Are you sure? Hey, you know what? Our listeners, let me just say, I believe
I
in
mean,
them.
yeah, who knows? Who
Okay,
knows?
so hold on.
I think the last time I checked, there were
we
like
should put a link in the
250.
description.
Yeah.
If someone
No,
Yeah.
has an
thousands.
impulse purchase.
Yeah, they were
I tell you what,
last
for
time I
this
checked, it was
episode, all the Buy Me a
250,000.
Coffees.
Yeah.
For this episode, all the Buy Me a Coffees will go towards getting the heart in the box.
Okay. Yeah, we can just start. Yeah. Start funding this.
Yeah, okay. All right. It
I
doesn't say
mean,
the
better than
price.
that. Do you want to just, fund my research?
Hey!
Oh,
yeah,
there you
okay,
go.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
it. Oh, let's do something good.
All right.
actually do-
Fine. All right.
This is why we never. This is why it was good without the guest.
Exactly. I know. Yeah. And no one is asking to plug anything.
Yeah,
Now we
oh
have
my
to
God.
write. Here's the
Right.
serious part.
So
No, the
what?
last time I did check, it was about 150 to 250,000 US
all right.
dollars for
Krishnaa,
one of those.
how do
things.
people fund your research?
Yeah.
Serious question.
I write grants and I compete with other people for government money. Or I go to a company and be like, hey, I'm building a thing.
But how? Like how? If I like right now, I've got cash spitting out of my pockets. I'm like, dude, I need help. This. How do I help?
Yeah,
you
do we
fund
have
it?
a-
You give me a consultancy.
I'm so see. I have no idea.
Okay, now you're
Yeah.
just fucking with us.
Yeah.
Now you're just
Hold
using
on.
big words.
Yeah. Hold on.
So this is the thing, like research funding, because it has to always be done ethically. You can't just hand someone and say, here's $1,000. Go have
Right.
fun.
So what if I have like this big family fund and like I come and this big family wants to fund a big research thing? How do they contact you?
they can actually set up a research grant and offer it to somebody.
We need a link.
Yeah, is there
We
like
need,
an email
like,
address? Like is there a Twitter account? What do we do? Like who do we tag?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything is done online and
Online,
social
yeah.
media.
Yeah, what's the PayPal?
I
Yeah.
mean, like, you can have my Twitter, but it's not going to be much use to anybody. Usually what you have to do is contact the university.
That's
Of-
Cambridge.
Cambridge. Is that where you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wow.
See? Look at that, right? That's what we
You
understood
should have
nothing.
opened with that.
He introduced me. It wasn't my job to do that.
No one introduced you. You just kind of came in.
I did
with
come
your-
in. I was like, there was too much like stuff going on where I'm like,
she didn't come
I had
in.
a thing to
She
say.
Cambridged in.
I bridged my way in.
nice, both of you. Okay, so people go on Cambridge. Like, can you give us at least a link where people like can get close to?
Cambridge Enterprise are a good place.
Dude, that sounds like such a villain brand.
I know it's
Yeah.
villain brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Cambridge
people just like
Enterprise.
donate to it,
They can, yeah. And
then
I,
but how does it come to you?
So the kind of like collaboration that I work with is known as CBTM. It's the Cambridge Biorepository for Translational Medicine.
See, I had to ask you like 4
Yeah.
questions to get that.
Yeah.
Just tell me the whole thing.
Yeah.
And like, what do I look up? Because
Yeah,
I would.
CBTM.
CBTM.
So this is there a link? Like
Yeah,
so
cbtm.cam.ac.uk.
See? That's all we needed. It's like, okay.
This felt like getting into like information out of a terrorist.
I know. I know.
Tell us.
I want to give you money, God.
We can't get to the point. This is the
No.
problem, scientists.
So CBTM dot what?
cam.ac.uk.
We'll find it, and it's in the description right now
Yeah.
as you're listening.
You can check it
so
out.
you
Soon,
can
soon
check it
to be
out.
cbtm.ac.uk.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
God.
We're changing.
Like,
I know, it's a pain in the butt.
All right, okay. Never mind. Everybody, take out the few cents that you have. Help us out. Either donate cash or kidneys.
Can people donate blood?
I mean, go and donate blood. Honestly, it's one of the best things you guys can do.
Oh.
Aw.
All right, we'll cut that out.
Yeah.
No.
Or buy us a coffee.
Buy them-
Buy us a coffee.
Buy them a coffee.
Yeah.
Go donate blood.
Okay, yeah, buymeacoffee.com. Oh, by the way, you just reminded me. We do have a very sweet message from someone who just bought a coffee. And the person did not leave their name. So when he bought coffee anonymously, he bought 4 coffees, he or she, and they said, Mo, I just found out you do a podcast. It's so much fun to listen to it. The coffees are for Vivek only because you went to Gyro and I didn't, and then give me a middle finger.
Oh.
Gyro's is that one sushi chef in Tokyo that I was telling a story that I went there, and this person apparently is jealous that I didn't.
Oh.
So you get all the 4 coffees.
You get 4 coffees.
The person didn't know that you only drink masala chai latte.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah. But I will
trouble
get
now.
you the masala chai lattes.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Whoever you are, please get in touch. Identify yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you. So buymeacoffee.com/ohopod and Patreon, up to 40 Patrons, which
Nice.
is really awesome. We're about to record the bonus episode. I will take charge of this one and get into some family feud between you two. Just
Okay.
kind of, just like, we never had an episode with
Yeah.
2 siblings before.
No.
Or even like really family members.
No.
So yeah, I want to understand a little bit more because I can feel the tension. So we'll save it for the Patreon. Krishnaa, thank you so much for coming
No
on.
worries, thanks,
This was a
guys.
lot of fun. Donate blood, right?
Yeah.
That's your actual serious message.
Seriously, donate blood, become an organ donor.
Before
What do you
we
need
leave-
with it when you're dead?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Before we one very serious question. What's your job?
I'm a research scientist.
Now we know.
Bye, Krishnaa.
See ya.